Stretch it. Find your breathing pattern that works for you. Inhaling, exhaling. Good. Very nice. All right, so we're going to stand you back up. Take a quick drink before we move into our stretching and some additional core work. So I really believe that when we're doing anything, we're sitting at our desk, we're driving in our car, we're picking up our kids, we're hanging out with our friends. If you're not sleeping, your abs should be engaged. So the idea of creating a certain part of your workout to just focus on your abs, while I like it and agree with it, I think that it should be something that we incorporate in all of our activities. So every exercise that we just completed throughout this entire workout, your squats, your lunges, your push-ups, your jumping jacks, even your warm-up where we're pulling from your core, all of that needs to come from your core. It truly does, so that you can remember to be nice and strong. So we're gonna work through our core just a little bit more. Abs are strong, shoulders back. Toes are turned out just a little bit, so you're not in a full plie, but you're kind of in the middle, like a 45-degree angle or so. Chin up, chest up, abs are tight, and you're going to sink down. Now, if you're comfortable with this, just in a little bit of a bend, stay here. If you want to go more, go deeper. If you want that full plie, turn those toes out, knees are over your ankles, and you drop your booty, abs are tight, shoulders back, chin up, chest up, hands up tall, down. So you're just moving to the side. So we're working on your obliques. They're kind of your side abs. Some people might call them like the muffin top. Yeah, we're gonna work on that. So as you come up, we wanna think that we're lengthening and then shortening every time we move. So when you come up, it's a stretch and then shorten, stretch and then shorten. Now you can extend, reach. So while we're working here, focusing on our obliques, keeping our abs super tight and breathing, your legs should be burning because you're working them. Reach, reach, reach. Good. 4 more. 3. I also really like active stretching. Hold it here. Side, side. Good. So in our active stretching portion, hopefully you'll still be sweating. Good. Hold it up. Chin up, chest up. Abs are super tight. Side, side. Now you can bring your legs up a little bit. Just keep those knees soft. So it's kind of like you're lifting your ribs up and over your belly button. Reach, reach. Good. Over, over. And we'll take one hand and one side. So you really focus on pulling your weight over. So as you pull over with this side, and then pull it back. Squeeze, reach, pull, reach, pull. 4 more. 3, 2. Right into the other side. Woo! Reach and pull. I mean, I really hope you can hear me and this music isn't too loud. What do you think, class? Can you hear me okay? Yes? Fantastic. You've got 4 more. Come on. Press. 2. Good. And release. Relax your shoulders. Give yourself a little wiggle. Give your feet a little wiggle. So I really like to mix into our cool down and our stretching. A little bit of Pilates, a little bit of yoga, so that you feel like you're really working. So we're gonna drop you down for some planks, and then we're going to kind of interval your planks with some stretching. So you get a little bit of the hard work and then some of the reward. Sound good? All right. So remember our push-up. With our push-up, we wanted to make sure that we assume that same position. Now with our push-up, you could do that on the wall, you could do it on the floor, you could do it, on an incline or a decline, depending on where your comfort level is. The same holds true for a plank. If you feel like, hey, I've never done a plank before in my entire life and I'm afraid I'm about to eat the ground, I'm plummet to my death if I try it right now. Let's not do that. You can start it on the wall. So you could pull it up to the wall and just So even if you are on the wall, you bring your forearms up, bring your feet back. And just squeeze so your elbows are underneath your shoulders, abs are strong, belly button in. Creating this angle, your abs have to work to hold you up. So this is essentially the same thing you'll be doing on the floor. I think we can hold that like that. So for your plank on the floor, again, elbows down, relax your neck, relax your fingers. We want to try to avoid the death grip knuckles and the death grip neck, because we're not trying to work through your neck, we're trying to really focus on your abdominal area. This is the area that you say, oh, I reached back to get my briefcase and I threw out my bag, or I picked up a stapler and I couldn't move my back after that. That's the stuff we want to prevent. So those are preventable injuries that, I'm not saying that planks are the cure-all, but planks can help you with those deeper abdominal muscles. So, for your plank set up, you can drop yourself right down on the floor. Abs are nice and strong. I'm auditioning.
Who's the circus?
In Nate's office. Sorry. Okay, so abs are nice and strong, belly button in. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Keep your shoulders squeezed together. So a plank is just that, a plank. It's a nice straight flat board. So we want to make sure that your abs are strong, your everything is strong. So you're pulling your belly button in, shoulders squeeze, neutral position through your spine. If it's too much on your feet, you can pull it to your knees. Abs are tight, belly button in. Some people don't like the feeling of being so low to the floor. If you feel like you want your plank more up here, you can do that. Just be soft on your joints. You can bring it here. Abs are tight, belly button in. Now, when it comes to a plank, there's like variations to what we can do. So we can do them on our feet or our knees or our elbows or our hands, our toes, or, you know, we can get all over the place. So we're gonna go through some basics here so that you kind of have a feel of what you can do and figure out what you like, because some things will feel like a good hurt and then some things will feel like a really icky hurt. We don't want the icky hurt. So let's assume our basic plank. So forearms, abs are tight, belly button in. So keeping those abs nice and strong, you're breathing. Let's try a little dip and back, little dip and back. So smooth and controlled, dropping your hips, good. And then we could do this on your knees as well. And on your knees when you're turning, sometimes it's a little bit easier to come up onto your hands. So you can drop your feet and reach and twist. Just make sure if you're on your hands, you're making sure that your weight is equally and evenly distributed. So a little twist and in, twist. Good. So let's go ahead and lift back up, hands and feet this time. Let's turn to the side. So this is kind of advanced. If you feel more comfortable with your foot down, you can drop your foot down. This is all core work. You really have to pull through your whole midsection. And then the other side. So for now, it's just a hold, but we could do some lifts and lower. Good. And bring it back to the center and pull it back. Chin up, chest up, abs are strong, belly up, and fold it over. So we're gonna move into the stretching portion of our workout. I love to stretch. When I was younger, I didn't, but as you get older, you realize your body really needs it. So, all right, so abs are strong, belly button in. So we want to make sure that when you're laying here to stretch, you're laying here to relax, but also to hold on to a little bit of control through your core so you can prevent injury. One leg goes down, one leg comes up. Making sure to grab underneath your joints, not direct pressure right on your joints. Belly button in. Good. And then go ahead and lift your leg up, pointing and flexing. I hope you guys can't see anything. And circling that foot and reversing. Good. All right, dropping that bottom leg, bending the knee, grabbing between your hip and your knee. Bring it over. Now keep this back shoulder down here and then turn your chin towards it. And this way you keep your shoulders down and it's a gentle twist through your lower back and back to the center. Tuck your knees in and exhale, switch it. Ideally, we would hold all of these stretches for probably like 20 to 30 seconds. But since you guys are rushing on your lunch break, we're gonna go ahead and just speed this up a little bit. Pointing and flexing, and circle, and reverse. Good, pull your knees in, and then twist over. Good, abs are tight, belly button in. Good, and pull it in, roll it up. So basically when we're stretching, we want to do the reverse of all the exercises that we did to stretch our muscles. So quick drink. So for our quads, when we exercise them, you know, we did a lot of shortening and lengthening this way. So for our stretch, you can hold onto a wall or a bar or whatever you want to hold on to. Grab your foot, and we're going to pull your knees next to one another. Soften the leg that's down on the floor, so soften that knee so that you're protected. Now this foot here, this is kind of a tricky stretch and it's often done incorrectly. So we want to make sure you're not pulling your knee and stretching the ligaments around your knee. Keep your knees next to one another. Flex this foot, your left foot here. Push your shoelaces into your hand, abs are strong, and then just sink a little bit. So you're driving your knee down into the ground and not forward or back. So we don't want to add length necessarily to the ligaments in your knee. We just want some tension on the front. And then cross it over into your figure four. So flexing the foot, making sure your ankle bone is on the outside of your thigh. This foot is rested above, so it's not directly on the joint. And then sink it down. And then remember, if you're not sleeping, those abs are tight. And lift it up. Give yourself a little wiggle. And then the other leg. So again, flex that foot knee to knee, abs are strong, chin up, chest up. Again, you can hold on to whatever you want to hold on to. People have different tricks for balancing. Some people stand, drop their middle finger, touch their nose, hold their ear, hand on their belly button, whatever works for you. I say don't look at something that's moving and you should be fine. So flexing that foot, chin up, chest up, shoulders down, planted knee, slightly bent. We make sure we maintain some circulation. Cross it over, flexing that foot and sinking it down. So again, neutral position, lengthening through the spine. Try to feel yourself release. Wah! And round it up. And separate those feet. Flatten your back. So again, placing your hands on your thighs. So we're kind of on the meat of your legs here. Your nice flat back, and then round it. So you pull your belly into your back, you should feel that big stretch. So when your hands are on your thighs and your back is supported, this is a really good way to stretch. You can grab inside or outside and pull. But you want to make sure that when you're stretching the lower part of your back, you're stretching it safely. So you've got something to support. Take it down. Now drop one forearm down, other arm reaches up and over. And roll it down, and the other side, stretch it up, and roll it. Take a big breath in, and exhale, roll, shoulders go back, and take a big breath in. Guys, I just wanted to thank you for letting me work out with you. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to let me know. I want this to be a workout that you enjoy coming to. So if you want to add in, kicks, punches, more of a kickboxing style to your cardio portion or a boot camp, you tell me what you want and we can make modifications for you. Every workout is your own, and we want to make sure that it's something, again, that you want to come to, you want to come back to, and stuff that you can learn so that you could do some of this stuff on your own if you go away for a weekend or you have just 10 minutes at lunchtime that you have to do something quick, and you want a quick workout. Let me help you, let me teach you, give you some tools so that, exercise becomes a part of your life and not just, let me just do this for 8 weeks, because this is what will keep you young forever. So again, I'm Natalie. I hope you had a good time, and if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything at all, please feel free to contact me, email, call, whatever works for you. All right, thank you so much, and have a great day.